Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you, Mandy?
I'm very well, thanks, Michelle.
That's good.
Thermo-mish.
Tell me, Mandy, what do you have there?
Oh, this is the love of my kitchen life. No, not say the love of my life. I'm not happy husband. This is my lifesaver in the kitchen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Exciting. Well, if you love that, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say you'd love mine even more.
You reckon? Oh, this has been my trusty friend for 15 years.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know what else I've got to say to that?
What?
Anything you can do in that. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Oh, no.
I might not be able to sing better, but
Well, you better tell me about it because I need a lot of convincing. I do love this.
well, I'm just going to start with one of the most exciting things about the TM6.
Yeah.
What have you got there?
Oh, these are my cookery books. I love my books. I've got so many beautiful books, and I just look for recipe and I start plugging it in and cooking.
Wow. No, you don't. You don't plug anything in.
I don't, but I start cooking.
Well, I have got all of those books and a whole lot more in here.
No way.
In here. So think about your old Nokia phone.
Yeah.
And now, what have you got now? Have you still got your Nokia?
No, I don't have my Nokia. I may have my TM31, but I don't have my Nokia.
What have you got now?
I've got an iPhone.
Exactly. So think about this is your Nokia
Yeah.
and this is your smartphone. Everything integrated. So all of those, and there's probably, I don't know, maybe 300 or 400 recipes there. I've got access to over 80,000 recipes here.
Really?
In my Netflix for recipes.
Oh my goodness. But I love these books.
They're lovely to flick through and look at the pretty pictures. What's your favourite soup?
Oh, I do like a spicy sort of Indian style soup.
Okay. Which book is that in?
Yeah, it's a very good question.
So that's one of the things I love about the Cookidoo platform. So all the recipes are in here. It's a platform called Cookidoo,
Yeah.
which is like a Netflix for recipes or iTunes for recipes.
Yeah.
So all the recipes are in there. You don't need to know which book your favourite recipes in because you can create a collection and all of your favourite recipes in a genre together. So you can have all your soups in one collection, all your curries in one collection. So you don't need to know which book it came out of. You can just go straight to that collection and find the soup that you're looking for.
So I don't need to go to the soup section in this book and then the soup section in that book and the soup section in that book.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
That is pretty good. That is pretty good.
Fast.
But, you know, it's a very trusty machine.
It is amazing, but, you know, I did sing before, anything you can do, I can do better. I will share with you that some of the things that this does that you can't do in your TM31, I can make bigger portions.
Oh, yeah, it's a bit bigger.
So you can see it's quite obvious, this is a bigger bowl.
Yeah.
I can also, in the TM6, use what we call our high heat mode.
Right.
So for caramelising onions, browning meat, sugar work, all of those sorts of things.
So what do you mean by sugar work?
So caramels, honeycomb, toffee.
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
It is a little bit dangerous, so I don't encourage a lot of that.
Yeah.
But it is one of those things that I'm sure, I know as a TM31 owner myself, if only I could brown meat or if only I could.
The onions, I think, can make a big difference, can't they?
Yeah, just adding that depth of flavour to a recipe.
Okay, I'm listening.
So, a bit like your smart device, it's got multiple screens.
Oh.
So, I can scroll left or right and access different things.
Wow.
So, this has got a whole lot of modes that you do not have on here as well.
But you still got turbo.
Still got turbo,
You.
still got scales,
Yeah.
still got kneading.
Okay.
So, you have those three here.
Yeah.
And then I have about 15 more on top of that.
No.
So I mean, now I'm just bragging.
You are.
So the other thing that we can do in TM6 is slow cook.
Oh.
So the longest you can cook on your 31, 99 minutes.
Yeah.
8 hours.
No. Oh, wow.
Have I got your attention, Mandy?
So I could put something on before I go to work in the morning and have dinner ready when I get home.
100%.
Ooh,
Exactly.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the modes that's really exciting. Then we've got things like the egg boiler mode.
Egg boiler, but you know, I can just do eggs in here.
You can, but how long does it take?
Oh, I don't know. I have to look it up in the book.
Well, with the TM6, I can just select that mode.
Oh.
And then, as you can see there, you can select soft, medium, medium hard, or hard. So you don't need to know how long it takes. You just need to know how you like your eggs.
Wow.
And set it to how you like them, and it will chime when it's ready.
Oh, cool.
But guess what?
What?
It won't chime incessantly for 15 minutes.
Yeah, I have to say that can be a little bit annoying.
You have the technology here to reduce that down to as short as 10 seconds.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good.
So, you know, the thing I love about that is that if you don't have to get up, you don't have to get up.
Well, that's true.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. What else have you got on there?
Well, can I just say as well, I just glanced over your measuring cup there.
My beautiful measuring cup.
How often have you thrown that across your kitchen?
Yeah, well, a few times.
Yeah. So, TM6 measuring cup clips in.
Oh my goodness.
How cool is that?
And just wondering, because it's different. Yeah, that's, so would that be quieter as well?
It's definitely quieter. One of the other things a lot of customers like comparing the two is that these locking arms are automatic.
Oh.
So I don't know how you go with this, but sometimes people sort of struggle a little bit to lock that in. So with this, you just pop the lid on, and as soon as you turn it on, locking arms come in automatically.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little annoyed.
I think I've got her attention. So the other thing is, if I head in the other direction here, I've got full access to the Cookidoo platform on my machine.
Oh goodness! But I don't have to find. Do I have to find all my recipes on there?
No. You can download this app onto your phone because you've got a smartphone, not a Nokia. See, it all links up. And you can also have it on your desktop, your iPad, your laptop, whatever you've got. So, and it looks the same here as it does. Oh, where's the other gone? No, that's all right. It looks the same here as it does here. So, yeah, it makes it really easy to learn. You're not learning something new depending on what device you're on.
Okay.
So, from my machine, if I've got something in the fridge that I've got a bit of chicken, and what am I going to cook? Yeah, I can type that in and then scroll through all those recipes and see which one I like.
Oh, so I don't have to go to the index in the back of all my books and look up chicken.
You do not need to do that. Now, the other cool thing there is that I can then add those things to my weekly planner.
Oh, so what are you making this week?
Well, the good thing about that, so I've got a few things. I'm actually doing a vegetable bake tonight. But I'm also doing chicken and cashews, so I've got some dinner for tomorrow night. The vegetable bake, we're actually just having some sausages and chops tonight.
Oh yeah,
and I'm just going to do the vegetable bake with that.
Yeah.
So then this week I've got chicken cacciatore planned. We've got a Mexican quinoa salad, a vegetarian chili.
Wow.
So ham and cheese quiche, and a flavoured coconut fish and sweet potato soup.
Right up my alley.
And look, the exciting thing about this is some of these recipes I've never made before.
Oh, and you feel confident to cook them?
100% confident, and also it's not going to take a lot of time. Do you ever pick up a cookbook and go, oh my gosh, I'm not doing that, and then put it away and then just go back to something you've made before?
I do. I am guilty of that, I'm afraid.
So the beauty of this is you just follow the bouncing ball. I go into any of these recipes and I can scroll down, it'll give me my list of ingredients, tells me the method, and then I just go next, and follow the bouncing ball.
Okay, so that's going to save you a bit of time, isn't it?
It's going to save you a fair bit of time.
Because I do find, maybe I'm just getting old, but, I come into the book and I go, all right, I need to have, it's 10 minutes and 10 minutes up here. And that takes a bit of time because it comes straight up on yours, doesn't it?
It's automated.
Yeah. And then I select my temperature and then I go, what speed was it again? I have to go back to my book.
You second guess. Do you know, I remember doing that when I got mine. It was a really long learning curve. with the TM31. The beauty of the TM6 is it's really intuitive.
Yeah.
So it's a bit like, you know, people pick up their phone and they know how to use it. You turn on the TM6 and everyone in the family can cook. Wow. Because they can just walk up. Especially I find the kids are great because they've grown up with touch screens.
Yeah.
It's not new technology to them.
Yeah.
So it just means that it also takes all that pressure off you with that sort of intellectual property that you have of how to use your TM31 to anyone in the house being able to turn this on and cook a meal.
That's definitely a benefit.
That appeals, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does appeal.
I thought I might have had your attention.
Yeah.
Now they've made some other little upgrades as well. So our butterfly, you can see here is just more pieces there to make it more aerated, for example.
Yeah.
Our spatula has a silicone tip. So I know with the previous models, that whole little hard tip there, people really struggle to scrape out the bowl and often resorted to using other spatulas. So with this now, it's advanced, it's got the silicone tip.
Cool.
Oh, what is that? This is a blade cover peeler. So this here goes on top of the blades.
Yeah.
It can peel potatoes.
No.
Garlic.
No.
Eggs.
Oh my goodness.
Beetroot. Any of those root vegetables that have some hardcore skin. So it can peel them, but it can also just be used in cooking. So a lot of slow cooked recipes will use the blade cover, and it just covers the blades so your meat isn't being chopped up. It just turns slowly and cooks in the sauce. And it can cook up for 8 hours, which I think I mentioned before.
Yeah. So I never have to peel potatoes again.
Never.
Actually, the worst one was beetroot.
Yeah, I know.
The blood.
You always look like you've murdered somebody when you peel beetroot. I know. So then, moving on, beetroot's a great example. We have this other new attachment.
What is this?
Which is called the cutter. In Europe, they called it the food styler. I'm not quite sure why we didn't go with something a little more fancy. But anyway, we're just calling it the cutter.
We're Aussies.
We're Aussies, the nerds. It does what it says on the tin. Right. Oh, we make ourselves laugh. So with this, lid off, straight in the bowl.
Wow.
And
So the food's not going straight into this bowl, it's going to a separate bowl.
Correct. Correct. So with that, it doesn't matter if your bowl's clean or dirty because you're going to just pop this in and anything that you slice or break will go into that bowl there. So actually, speaking of cleaning, I'm just going to take a segue.
Yeah.
When you clean this, what do you do?
I put some water in there, swoosh it around for a little bit, and then get my brush and do it all in the sink.
Yeah, right. Well, guess what? One of the modes here is actually a cleaning mode. So you can go into the cleaning mode. Oh, here it is. And pop in. It gives you instructions. So all of these amazing modes have got instructions. And you've got a variety of different cleaning options there. So you've got a quick clean if you've just made a soup or a smoothie or something, but then you've got deeper clean. So if you've done a curry or there's a dough clean, so you know you can get dough around the blades. So it's really easy. The second you finish cooking, throw in some water and a drop of dishwashing liquid or a bit of vinegar, clean away.
And there's a browning clean.
Browning clean, so when you've got your caramelisation from browning your onions or cooking meat, so things like taco meats. Or beef or chicken strips just to throw on top of a salad or make a sandwich. You can just give it a quick clean and set to go and cool, it does itself. Okay. So back here, the cutting attachment, it's got two sides. So we've got these cute little things we like to do in thermix. So this side is grey and this is our grating side. So you can do thick or thin grating. So you're talking about beetroot before.
Yeah.
So you've peeled your beetroot using your peeler, and then you can grate your beetroot using the cutter here. Wow. And then this side, this slate colour, this is slate for slicing. So you can do thick slices or thin slices. So things like potato bakes or just slicing, I often use those big cucumbers, slicing a whole cucumber to pop in a salad in seconds, literally seconds. So
my poke bowls.
Oh, absolutely. Love those sort of poke bowls and those sorts of things. Seconds. So there you go. Now, one of the other things I'm not sure if I've mentioned, but this also has really accurate scales that weigh to 1 gram.
No.
So what are you doing over here? I think 10? It's 10. Yeah, so So you find that it's really hard if you're doing corn flour or slow pour oil, those things that don't weigh much.
Yeah, and the herbs, the spices and things like that. Yeah,
Exactly.
She's reading me in.
So what I want to share with you is that next year, it'll be 10 years since we've stopped making the TM31.
Oh, really?
So from then, their parts may become limited.
Ooh.
So just something to sort of keep in mind. But in line with that, Thermomix do offer a trade-off option.
Oh.
So anytime you ring up with a TM31 to get its service, there is an option to trade it in.
Oh.
However, this month particularly, we're really excited about our cut-up. So we're doing a special trade-in offer.
Yeah.
And what we're offering is that you can get a brand new TM6 because they're only 2,059.
And how much is it?
They're normally 2,359. So you get $300 off.
Yeah.
Plus the cut-up.
Oh.
So $500 worth of value.
That's pretty good. And I can't remember what I paid for this, but I don't think it's that much less than.
No, so these were
that
$19.39. So for only $120 more, 15 years later, you get the latest and greatest technology.
That's pretty good.
All the time saving, all the benefits of built-in cooking platform. Now, the other thing that's cool about this is that if you're not on Wi-Fi, you can have up to 10,000 recipes on here. So if you take it away to a holiday house for a weekend, you take it camping or glamping, we like to say. If you're camping with a Thermomix, it's glamping.
Then you've got those recipes there.
You've got it all there ready to go.
Cool. Well, looks pretty good, I have to say. But, you know, I'd still be very sad to say goodbye to the M31.
Well, you know what the thing about that is, I often have a bit of a laugh when I say, do you remember when you had your first child?
Yeah.
Do you remember how much you loved that child, that little baby?
I did. I still do. Still do.
Did you remember falling pregnant a second time and going, I just can't imagine that I can love anything else as much as I love this? And then it comes and it's a bit easier and maybe you love it a bit more. That's what I think about this. Don't let the children see the videos.
I think it's a bit easier second time. That's what you meant, wasn't it? A bit easier second time.
A bit easier. You do love this. There's no question. It's an incredible machine for its time.
Yeah.
It was the most advanced technology for the kitchen in a long time. You know, we've had a cooktop and an oven for a long time.
Yeah.
Enter Thermomix.
Yeah.
So it's and it's come a long way.
Yeah. No, I can see that. It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. I'm probably pretty much there, I would say.
I think she's sold. Yeah. Lovely. Any other questions about the TM6? Anything that you think might be?
No, I don't think so. I like the locking of the lid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, and the other thing, and I'm not sure did I mention this because this isn't our first take. Cookidoo.
Yeah.
You can once all these recipes that we've got here can then be added from the machine or your device straight into your shopping list.
Oh, you didn't tell me that. No.
Straight into a shopping list and then straight to Woolworths. So at the moment, what do you do when you need to go shopping?
So I get my notebook out, I get my pen out, and then when I get to the supermarket, I hope I can read it.
That's so true. I love it. So imagine just the time saving of you not writing out your list of recipes, your list of ingredients you need from the recipes that you found in your books.
I can see there's massive time saving just from the cooking off the screen, from the planning from your app and getting the shopping list and everything. It's pretty cool.
So you need to be with your phone in Woolies, ticking things off as you pop them in your, or in any supermarket, in your trolley, or sending it on Woolies and getting it delivered.
Pretty good.
Pretty good, hey? Yeah. So it really, it's full circle. The other cool thing that I encourage people to do is for the whole family to have the app on their phone. So get everyone involved in meal planning. So it doesn't all fall on your shoulders.
Yeah. And does that mean that my husband could then do the shopping for me?
It certainly does. It certainly does. Yeah. So anyone can have access and be helpful because, you know, feeding the family, it's a team effort.
Absolutely.
Well, sorry, it should be a team
Team
effort.
effort, yeah,
It should
that's
be a
right.
team effort, but often falls on one person. So
And I guess if they've had input into it, it's their choice. They're a bit more invested, aren't they?
yeah, they're going to eat it. They're going to
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
And hopefully they're going to cook it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Cool.
Well, this is our just a little bit of what the TM6 offers versus the TM31. So
And a bit of fun with friends.
and a bit of fun. Always a bit of fun. So if you want to have fun with us,
Yeah.
come and ask us about
that.
that. Bye.
See ya.